Hello, ni hao. My name is Paulie Caccamise, and I am a seasoned, veteran, certified theater teacher. I love drama, I love comedy, I love seeing my students light up on stage. Love seeing my students just grab all of the tools that I give them, theatrically or artistically, and just manipulate them and create something wonderful. Now, I love doing this while I connect with my students. I know my students. I understand my students. I have empathy for them. I find ways to connect with them. And when I do that, I can academically find ways to make things accessible or easier for them. Now, not that it's not challenging, it's just that they're able to understand it a little bit better. We're up here, not just mediocre. We're up here. I have high expectations for my students because that's important for me. If we don't have high expectations for ourselves, either for myself or my students, then where are we going? We're not going anywhere, right? We have to have a destination. Might as well make it great. Well, I enjoy developing my students' creativity through constructivism and project-based learning. I like to bring out their imagination, their humor, and their passions. Maybe they enjoy the music side of theater. Maybe they really enjoy the constructing things, like set design part of theater. Or maybe they just love slipping into a character. So it's one step at a time, understanding the tools to give them. I do this through, as I said, project-based learning and meaningful performances. And I feel like the one key factor is that we're doing this together. Life brings people together, and they're forced to work together. So it's always great to learn it through a fun activity or a fun performance or a meaningful performance. Somebody asked me why I would want to teach in China again. Well, I was very successful there. I came back to see my family and kind of re-up my certification and get perspective. And of course, there was the pandemic. I taught at Daystar Academy, and I also taught, this was for a year, I was the performing arts teacher, K through 5, all grades, and we had several performances. And then I've also taught in China through several workshops, either Qinghao, Dulwich, BNUAP, and we did various workshops and performances. There was 2 other companies I worked for, or worked with, so to speak. I was the creative director with Creative Me, where we took students after about 8-9 months, we would bring them to a theater festival. And the theater festival was called the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and we did adaptations of Shakespeare and a new play, which I wrote, and it was wonderful. So that was 2 years. And then I also worked with Xiaorui, a person, in Beijing. That was through her company called Ease Drama. So she took me on as her teacher, and then over time I became her partner, like her co-worker, like co-partner in the business, and we grew the business and tried to do our best. In America, I've taught with Groesbeck High School, which is through Groesbeck ISD. It just means Independent School District. And that's like public school. It's a high school. And we did a contest or competition in Texas, very big. We did pretty well. And we did Classic Stages. I've also taught at Classic Stages Company, which is in New York City. And that's a professional theater, where I was the teaching artist. I hope you've enjoyed me sharing my career and my aspirations and my values as a teacher. I hope to meet you someday in the future. All right. Peace and love.